Moving to Switzerland is a bit like stepping into a perfect postcard. Snow-capped peaks, pristine lakes, trains that run on time with uncanny accuracy. But beneath this natural beauty lies a well-organized system, one you'll need to navigate as soon as you arrive. Today, we're walking through some of the most important first steps you'll face as a newcomer: finding a short-term rental, registering your address, getting health insurance, signing a mobile contract, using public transport, and, yes, confronting the often surprising reality of church tax. Let's begin. When you first arrive in Switzerland, finding long-term housing can feel almost competitive, especially in cities like Zurich, Geneva, or Basel. That's why many newcomers start with a short-term rental, typically lasting about 1 to 3 months. Short-term options are plentiful, but they tend to be more expensive than long-term apartments. Common platforms include Airbnb, flexible and easy, though sometimes pricey. .ha, a popular Swiss sublet site offering anything from spare rooms to furnished flats. Ron-Orp, a community-driven classified site with occasional apartment opportunities. HomeGate and ImmoScout24. Primarily long-term listings, but sublets and temporary furnished flats appear here too. Student or relocation housing services. Even if you're not a student, many temporary campus accommodations accept professionals. Most short-term rentals are furnished, which is a blessing in Switzerland, where long-term rentals often come without light fixtures, curtain rails, or sometimes even kitchen appliances. During these first months, your temporary address will be your base of operations, and that leads directly into your next obligation. In Switzerland, the government wants to know who lives where, not out of curiosity, but for taxes, residency rights, voting records, and local services. So, within 14 days of your arrival, you must register your address with the local authority. The process is straightforward but requires punctuality. The Swiss love punctuality. You'll typically need your passport or ID, your rental contract, even for short-term housing, employment contract, or proof of finances, and in some cases your birth certificate or marital documents, and for non-EU citizens, your entry visa and approval letter. At the end, you receive a confirmation that you're officially registered. This document is essential. You'll need it to open a bank account, sign a mobile phone plan, and complete your health insurance registration. And speaking of health insurance, Switzerland's healthcare system is renowned, high quality, efficient, and accessible. But it comes with a mandatory rule: every resident must have Swiss health insurance within 3 months of arrival. Even if you already have international travel insurance or an employer plan from your previous country, the Swiss system requires you to use an approved Swiss provider. The basic coverage is the legally required package. You will have a grace period to get health care, but you shouldn't leave it too long. Common insurers include Helsana, CSS, Sanitas, Visana, Groupe Mutuelle. All offer the same mandatory coverage, only price and service differ. Once you complete your sign-up, the insurer backdates your policy to the day you officially move to Switzerland. Don't be surprised. This is normal and legally required. Now that your health is covered, let's talk about your phone. Switzerland has excellent mobile coverage, mountains included, thanks to a handful of major providers: Swisscom, widest network, premium prices; Sunrise, strong competitor, good deals; Salt, low prices, good urban coverage. Additionally, there are numerous smaller mobile virtual network operators that piggyback off the main 3 operators. These are worthwhile to check out, as they often offer more competitive deals than the main incumbents. To sign up for a mobile contract, you'll typically need passport or ID, proof of address, that paper from the housing office, Swiss bank account, for recurring payments. Contracts usually run 12 or 24 months, but Switzerland also has convenient prepaid plans if you want flexibility. Because mobile data is expensive in Switzerland by international standards, many people choose unlimited domestic data plans but rely on roaming add-ons for travel within Europe. Your mobile number will also connect you to banking apps, digital IDs, and even some apartment applications, so it's worth setting up sooner rather than later. One of the joys of Switzerland is that you almost don't need a car. The public transportation system is world-class, clean, efficient, and astonishingly punctual, all run on a synchronized national timetable called the Tachtfahrplan, meaning every connection is designed to work together. If you plan to stay long-term, you'll likely choose from the half-fare card, where you pay a small yearly fee and get 50% off almost all transport. A must-have for most residents, the GA travel card. A flat monthly or yearly fee for unlimited travel nationwide on almost all public transport in Switzerland. Great for commuters or people without cars. Also, local monthly passes are available. For cities like Zurich, Bern, and Lausanne, these offer zone-based monthly or annual subscriptions. Cycling and micromobility are also catered to. Most cities have excellent bike paths, and many offer rental e-bikes or scooters, though helmets are recommended and riding rules are strictly enforced. By now, you're settled, connected, and mobile. So let's discuss a topic that surprises many foreigners. Switzerland, like Germany and Austria, has a system called church tax. It's not a very important issue, but I mention it here because when you first register your address with the local authority, you'll be asked your religious affiliation. This isn't casual paperwork. Your choice affects how much tax you pay. How much you pay varies from religion. When declaring your religious status, saying you are Catholic or Protestant means you will pay church tax. Saying you are no denomination means you do not pay church tax. You can also change your affiliation later, though in some cantons this requires an official declaration. It should be noted that this is not a moral or philosophical judgment. Switzerland simply uses church tax to fund historic institutions that still handle cultural and social services. If you want to avoid the tax, the answer is simple. Register as none or no religious affiliation. And there you have it, the essential steps for your first weeks and months in Switzerland. From finding a temporary home and registering your residency, to navigating health insurance, mobile contracts, transport, and church tax, each step is part of building your new life here. Switzerland may sometimes feel bureaucratic, precise, even a little formal. But beneath that structure lies a country that values stability, quality, and fairness. Once you get the rhythm of the system, you'll find that it supports you, helping you settle into a place where order and nature coexist in harmony. Welcome to Switzerland. Your new chapter begins now.